The Memphis players making their way through the tunnel earlier, and the home fans are already fired up. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get... And as the trade deadline gets closer and closer, we're starting to hear, Richard, more chatter about who's on the trading block.
Yeah, no question. Some teams are looking to make some moves, Kevin, while others are somewhat content to stand pat and trust in their continuity. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And there are two big men out there, Mobley and Allen. The wing set for them, Mitchell and Okoro. And it's Jerome in at point guard. Now here's Morant. Defense is right there. 5 on the clock. That's a 2 from Kennard. Good as the jump shot falls. Kennard's got his team on the board to start the game for the Grizzlies. And Joe Allen will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Jerome passes to Mitchell. Allen a screen on Kennard. Mitchell. And the shot is long. And here are the Grizzlies now. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end.
Oh, my goodness, man. As usual, Morant bringing down the house.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
It's truly hard to exaggerate just how explosive.
Finishing force. Whoa!
That's what I'm talking about. Unbelievable. The agility at his size, throwing it down, big fella.
Morant looking around. And they pick up 2.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Mitchell outside. Mobley a screen on Kennard. A 3-ball. Mobley misses. Grizzlies have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. And then Morant slams it in.
This man was under-recruited in college. Can you believe that? And Morant, he still plays like he's trying to prove something.
Pass to Mobley. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the night.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
The Grizzlies have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Morant outside. Drops in the layup for 2. Morant's got 8 points.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
Mobley a screen on Morant to the inside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. So, Richard, with the Cavs, there were bumps in the road after 4 straight trips to the finals a few years ago, clearly.
Yeah, and that's to be expected after losing LeBron. They had to reset most of the roster, but they've done a nice job of building the team back with Darius Garland, Evan Mobley. It has been very, very impressive watching them work. Such long arms. Mobley is tough to do anything against.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Mitchell with it. Now defended by Bane. And Donovan Mitchell hits from deep.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's Morant. Mobley with the rebound.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Some changes for Memphis. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Jackson in for Santi Aldama. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Morant kicks to Kennard. Here's Jackson. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And here's Morant. 8 points for him. Outside, Payne. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Down low. Kicked away. Morant drives in. 8 feet away. Again, Memphis.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Williams is checked in for Memphis. Here's Merrill. Guarded by Morant. Mobley. The Cavaliers with another miss. Memphis with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. And Max Strus picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Konchar comes in for Morant. Here's Jackson. Jared Allen grabs the miss. The Cavaliers trail by 11.
And you look at the Cavs trade for Jared Allen. That was a steal.
Yeah, it was part of a massive 4-team deal sending James Harden to Brooklyn. The Cavs got Allen, giving up just a late first and second round pick. Highway robbery for an all-star.
Jackson with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Mobley with the block. Now Cleveland moving it up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These squads have been lights out this month. The Cavaliers, number 1.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Great for a franchise like Memphis. Is there a specific way they have to build?
Through the draft. I mean, they aren't going to get the huge A-list free agents, so you have to hit on your picks. You also have to keep your guys happy. Sign them to smart extensions.
Now the pass to Mobley. Little turnaround. It's rebounded by Memphis.
He might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Konchar, the pass to Jackson. Williams in the post, defended by Strus. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Just 4 to shoot. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Good on the second free throw. Here's Mann. The good-looking shot from the wing.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Look, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Memphis.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
Oh, man, their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Bamba is out there with Javonte Green. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Max Strus. And it's Mann in at the point. Passes it to Jackson. Good. Nice job down low. Jackson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Grizzlies.
Inside, Jackson is so effective. His natural abilities give him the edge over the defense.
Driving in. A shot. Offensive rebound. Bamba's shot is off.
How
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Yeah, he's got great position, and it makes it a really tough shot, even from such close range.
Here's Jackson. Green with the block. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. Tries again. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Bamba.
The activity from Bamba when he's playing with a high motor, watch out.
Jar with the bounce pass. Shoots from the right block. Jackson misses.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Keeping things simple inside. I like that Jackson Jr. went up for the dunk instead of the layup.
Stolen by Jackson. Jackson passes to Clark. From 17 feet out. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
Jones checked in for Conjar. Okoro, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Jerome comes in for Trey Mann. And it's Clark in the corner. Pass to Jones. 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Williams for 3. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got his 4th rebound in this one.
With that 6th overall pick in 2018, Mo Bamba hasn't been a star, but is there some untapped potential?
I think so. You've got a shot blocker who can also space the floor from beyond the arc. That's a pretty good foundation to build on, Greg.
And the Grizzlies leading by 12. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Desmond Bane went to a small high school. He says, I was the biggest guy every game I played, so I was just getting to the rim. I didn't know how good of a shooter I was until I got to college. Now in the NBA, where does he rank himself? He says, other than Steph Curry, you're going to have to show me someone better. Kevin?
Oh, David, I love the confidence. Thanks so much. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Santi Aldama's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Bane comes in for Clark. Kennard, he's checked in for Williams. And it's John Morant in for Jones. Then for the Cavaliers, Allen's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Mobley comes in for Javonte Green. And it's Trey Mann in for Mitchell. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. And here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers schedule looks like. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Monday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Sacramento Kings.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
And staying with the play, Allen. Allen's got it back down to within single digits for the Cavs.
He is an elite offensive rebounder. Allen is especially good at getting ideal positioning on that glass.
Kennard kicks to Bane. Off target from three-point range. Cleveland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Okoro. And Okoro throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. Look at Cleveland earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far. And they're definitely the team to beat.
Well, right now for the Cavaliers, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Here's Morant. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mobley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. You know, after being led by LeBron all those years, and you too, of course, RJ, it's great to see huge expectations back in Cleveland with the Cavaliers.
Well, I don't really appreciate that shot, Kev. But yeah, I think last year was just the start of something special. The talent on this roster has a major upside. They are so young. They could be a powerhouse in the East for at least another decade.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And Cleveland also making a change. Mitchell's checked in.
Forget the long-range shots. Ja wants to challenge you down low.
This is his first free throw of the game. With the Grizzlies, Richard, there's so much talent. They just haven't made a big run in the postseason.
Yeah, it's coming. They've lost to the Warriors and they've lost to the Lakers the last 2 years. Both of these teams just have a tremendous amount of an experience advantage versus the Grizzlies, and it showed.
A kick out to Mobley. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
Yeah, you just hope it's nothing serious and that he's able to get back on the court as soon as possible.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Hands checked in. Here's Jerome. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Kennard, the pass to Bane. Connects on the 17-footer. Bane's got 5 points so far.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
Here's Jerome. Okoro, wide open. He fires. Nailed from three-point land.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Now, here's Morant for 3. That shot is off. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Grizzlies lead by 3. And now let's catch it. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching quickly, here's an update on how the dunk contest contenders are shaping up.
Now that it's crunch time, I'm feeling nervous for some of these guys. The voting is almost over.
Honestly, I think every guy who has a real chance to win is already locked in.
And moving on to the Cavaliers' first half. It's a close one through 2 quarters.
Showing they know how to play, team chemistry is on display. Like what I did there? Showing they know how to play, chemistry is on display. Kenny, anything you like to say? Oh.
Shaq's chosen to rap because in the first half, he was taking a nap.
Oh. What you said was not full. In other words, it was terrible.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
You've got Santi Aldama. Ja Morant, he's out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Jackson, and it's Bane in at the 3. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's get an update on Donovan Mitchell. What's the status there, David?
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Cavaliers. He told me that although he twisted the knee pretty badly, nothing looks like it's torn. They're going to keep him off the court for the time being, and they don't rule out the possibility they'll have to miss a few more games as a result. Kevin?
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like he won't be out for too long. Mobley with the block.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again. An ominous start to the second half. They are now 0 for 4.
It's hard to quantify how impactful Jaren Jackson Jr. is on D. He does so much.
Yeah, the rim protection is elite. That's why he was Defensive Player of the Year, Greg. But he can also switch out on screens and not look lost. The sky is the limit for him defensively.
That one drops for him.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Morant outside. Outside, Bane. 6 on the shot clock. There's a screen by Aldama. Shoots it. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane. Bane's got 7. Timeout called the Cavaliers. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Ja Morant.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And they're winning, but it hasn't been because of him. He can't throw it in the ocean so far.
Kennard finds Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You've heard people say it's a make-or-miss league. Does that hold true?
It seems so, right? Shooting percentages correlate more with winning than possession stats like turnovers or offensive rebounds. It's clear shot making has never been more valuable, but the ability to disrupt rhythm still plays a big role.
Mobley misses. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They've led by as many as 14 points. Bangs home the trifecta. Bane's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Pass to Jerome. Mobley a screen on Morant. To the paint. Here's man. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Hey, Greg, gritty is a word that is often used to describe the Grizzlies team.
And I think it applies to this unit as well. These guys are all tenacious and hungry. They play every game with a healthy chip on their shoulder. They love to compete.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Brandon Clark comes in for Jackson. And it's Jackson in for Santi Aldama. Morant outside. And the dunk by Jackson.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, the Grizzlies' backcourt is in the conversation for the best starting backcourt in the league. Desmond Bane says Ja is obviously the focus, and that's why I feel like we're a good combo. If they want to sell out on him and pack in the paint, and that leaves me open in the perimeter to do my damage. Kevin, back to you.
And he does a lot of damage. David Thanks, a great tandem indeed. The pass to Mobley. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Mobley, left side. Let's go. A terrific shot on the turnaround. Mobley's got 4 this quarter.
That's just crazy to me. Guys like Evan Mobley that are 7-footers, they are entering into the league right now with a nice job.
And it's Morant missing.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Kicks it to Mobley. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Now just a 3-point Grizzly lead.
And that turnaround jumper, such a great shot to have at your disposal.
Passes to Kennard. Shoots from 12. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 5th assist in this one. The Cavaliers trail by 5. To the middle. Okoro kicks to Allen. Pass to Okoro. Mobley sets the pick for Okoro. Shot clock at 6. He was all alone on that one. 10 points for Evan Mobley.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Up top, Morant. 14 points for him. Lets the 3 fly. Connects from 3-point range. Morant's got 17 now.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Well, 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. The Cavaliers trail by 6. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Javonte Green is out there with Matthews. Then there's Allen. Then it's Max Strus, and it's man in at the point. Williams passes to Clark. That one goes in. Clark's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Grizzlies. It's Strus on the wing. Taken away by Williams. And now the Grizzlies straight. And it's sent back by Allen. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Grizzlies making a switch here. George is checked in. And Cleveland also making a change. Merrill's checked in. Jackson dishes to Clark. Jackson passes to Williams. He kicks to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. George passes to Williams. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Konchar's checked in for George. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter, and the Grizzlies leading by 8. Konchar, the pass to Jackson. Kicks to Jackson. Pass to Konchar. On the wing, Jackson. Clark outside. Jackson in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Konchar. Williams for 3. Green with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Here's Konchar, defended by Strus. Williams looking over the floor. Here's Jackson. No good off the back of the rim.
I rushed that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
And it's Strus missing. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the 1 made. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 4 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Evan Mobley's checked in for the Cavaliers. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. He tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win? Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Steps back. Kennard finds Williams. Launches a 3. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Here's the pass to Strus. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Jackson, that's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Mobley. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And here are the Grizzlies now. Good momentum, 8 straight points. To the wing right side. Clark for 3. Green with the rebound.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
And Allen slams it in.
Proving how coachable he is. Mobley, this man is building a pretty decent passing game.
Timeout called the Grizzlies. Some changes for Memphis. Santi Aldama's checked in for Brandon Clark. Bane comes in for Jackson. And it's Morant in for Williams. Morant outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jared Allen.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
And he sinks the second. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Mobley looking it over. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 8 rebounds in this game. The 3 from Morant. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. The 3 from Strus. With the putback. And staying with the play, Allen. Allen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this is how dominant Allen can be. If you continue to feed him, he will reward you.
Here's Jackson. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
Green with a screen on Bane. Count that one from Mobley.
This is something that Mobley is still developing, but nice to see him take a confident shot from the arc.
Now here's Morant. Not a lot of room. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. Allen's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Inside, here's Mobley. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Mobley is a gifted scorer down low.
We've got 1:23 left in the 4th quarter. Morant with it. 11 feet away, and he knocks down the jumper. Morant's got 20 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Okoro comes in for Green, and it's Ty Jerome in for Max Strus. And there's the call on Ty Jerome. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Now here's Morant. Takes the 13-footer. Evan Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers shooting in the 4th quarter down around 31%. Not playing with as much energy here lately. It's the first, and that will put them up by 9.
An impressive, versatile defender. For Jackson Jr., it's now about improving his shot percentages and his overall offensive arsenal.
Here's Jerome, guarded by Morant. Jerome passes to Mobley. The turnaround. Offensive rebound.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Morant outside. It's blocked.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
so the Grizzlies take the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much.
All right, DA, thanks again. Thank you for joining us.